What's up, guys? I'm back. And first off, I just want to shout out this dude that I've been watching. I found him on TikTok, and then I looked up his YouTube. And he also has Spotify, also. And his name is The Zerky Show. I'll put it up on the screen. He, kind of, got me into, doing this, speaking my mind. He changes my perspective on life, and he's really he knows what he's talking about, I feel like. And I'll always say life is all about perspective, so it just kind of got me thinking, the his videos inspire me to make these types of videos, just me talking about life. And yeah, today what I want to talk about is I was listening to the song by Drake, and it's called What's Next. And, well, what is next? You know? Like, what's next in life? Like, college and worrying about the future. Having kids and raising a family and doing all that stuff. And I think it is okay to think about that stuff. It's okay to think about college, and it's okay to wonder, or just it's just okay to think about having kids and having a future, planning your future. It's okay to think about that, but I think it's not okay to worry about those things and worrying about oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna get through life? How am I gonna be financially stable? How am I gonna get a job after college, or how am I gonna get into this college, and worrying about all that stuff? I think you just have to live in the present moment. And there's this one saying or word, kind of. It's the word of the day, basically. It's called carpe diem. I have it written down. I have the definition written down. There's very many different meanings, but the one that I found is it's used to urge someone to make the most of the present time and give little thought to the future. And there's basically a lot of different meanings for this word, but it all ties into the same thing of it's just focus on the present moment and don't worry about the future. And I think, yeah, just focusing on the present moment and not worrying about the future. I'll put up a bunch of the meanings. I already said that, but I'm gonna do it. It's just a little reminder of there's a bunch of different meanings, and I think it's like tying in with what Jesus says. I wrote this down also because I'm trying to better myself throughout the year. I'm reading the Bible and writing all that stuff down. And as I was reading Matthew chapter 6, and Matthew chapter 6 verse 34. It says, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." So basically, just tying in with what the word says, it's just focus on right now. And it says each day has enough trouble of its own. So focusing on today's present time, there's no need to focus on the future and all that jazz. And so when Jesus says each day has a trouble of its own, it basically means he doesn't want you to, you know, be anxious about the future, and he wants us to appreciate the blessing of the present time. He wants us to appreciate you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. So the stuff that I say in these videos, it's collective thoughts. It's like me just thinking and reflecting on maybe the videos that I watch on TikTok or YouTube, or the guy Zerky Show. It's me reflecting on what he's trying to say, and or just reading the Bible, and I try and incorporate what Jesus says into what I'm trying to say to you guys. And it's or just analyzing people. I feel like I'm more of a watcher, and I like to analyze people. Like I watch them and I learn like from them and like how they speak and like I'm talking about like I just like to like intake everything of what like people are trying to say to me and like kind of like create my own thoughts and like write it down. Like I have like a whole notebook of like just writing down stuff, and I just think I have to like with like the anxiety thing. I just feel like I have to you guys or like me like I have to trust in God's wisdom and like place my faith in Him first, and everything will come after that. If that makes sense. And I used to struggle with like anxiety and that stuff in the past, or like struggle with like worrying about the future. Like I would always think about like college and where I wanted to go to college, and I'd worry about it and like, man, are my grades good enough to get into this college, or what am I gonna do after college? Am I gonna get a job? Like I want to have enough money to like provide for a family, and that's all like that. Just like it's a very bad thing. And I saw this one. It may have been a TikTok, and I wrote it down. It says anxiety is a shadow that follows us. So anxiety basically just blocks our vision from like what's going on right now, and it makes us like worry about like there's different types of anxiety, I'm pretty sure, but like the anxiety I'm talking about is like anxiety about like the future and all that. And when we worry about the future, we miss the what's it called, we miss the opportunity to appreciate the present, if that makes sense. Like we have to appreciate the present. And tying back to like what's next, um I feel like we don't have to worry about what's next. We just have to worry about what's going on right now in the present. And that's basically all I got for today. Um, if you haven't already checked out my Snapchat, I got this for Christmas. It's basically a Bible verse. So every single day I post it on my story. It's like a private story. I posted it. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna post one of these every single day, and I just wanted to say thank you to like everyone. A lot of people like private messaged me and said like they really enjoy like what I'm saying and like how I'm like like. And I just want to say I appreciate all you guys. The big 2025, we're gonna keep on focusing on ourselves and worrying about the present moment. See you guys.